Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for January 2019. My fellow brothers and sisters, welcome. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising. I have to say I am feeling Jupiter and I'm feeling like, see, I'm starting to feel a lot. I'm feeling Saturn, Mars, and Aquarius, Virgo. Okay. And those are two of the guided. Welcome. I decided to let you watch me beginning the dealing the decks of cards over here. I don't know why I can't talk. Yeah, something told me just to let you in on it, so I don't know. Maybe we're going to get something special. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's bring out the Tibetan singing bowl. Our symbol that we're ready, that our minds are open, our intuition's intact, and we're going to go with the flow. And let's do it. Beautiful. Put me in a mini trance. Okay. So, welcome everyone to 2019, huh? We made it. We made it. Okay, so we are using 3 different decks here. We are using the Whispers of Love Oracle. Beautiful cards. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Oh, I have to clean my monitor. And we're going to use the Universal Tarot on the left, and we will use the Crystal Vision on the right. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's get just one row out, and then we're going to look at that row on its own. Whoa. Okay, excuse me 1 second. Cards flew. Oh, jeez. All of a sudden I feel like scattered, and let me grab a drink. I could go in and edit this, but I don't know. I like you seeing it raw. Okay. So we're going to get more than we bargained for, but we're going to take them. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Magician. We have the Hangman in reverse. Looks like an awakening to me. Especially with the Magician right there. I feel like job well done. We have the King of Cups. I may also just go ahead and grab the other 2. feel like someone is trying hard to manifest, and you are trying your best to trust to follow your intuition, and you're trying your best to, I don't know, like, I see you almost like, I'm going to do it from the light. I'm going to do it from the light. And you are. It's just, well, I feel like you're victorious. It's just funny how you're doing it. And I do feel like for some of you that your escape from reality it's within your spirituality and your imagination, like in your mind. I don't know, how do I want to say this, because it's deeper than that. You know, it's almost like connecting with someone telepathically, feeling someone's energy. And I could do this with someone, feeling their energy as if they were there. However, I feel around you there is some turmoil going on. And it just feels like, you know, that is your escape. Like that's where you go to escape. Maybe you don't have contact with this person yet. And I do feel like this is what you're trying to manifest. You're trying to manifest this person. Now, this could be someone trying to manifest you. However, with the Two of Cups as your outcome, or I should say your greatest potential, I know this is two people. Two people who either know or will come to know why that connection. So I kind of feel like I have a prior relationship with this person, and within prior energy, you know, it's almost like I feel like I have two Italians in front of me, and you know, excuse me, you know, I'm sorry if you're Italian, I don't mean it in a bad way, but like two Italians, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking, you know, and neither one can hear the other because they're both just being loud. But there's something about it though. You know, like, almost like I can see beyond that. The possibility within this couple. And, you know, it's almost like fast forward, there you are. So, you know, it's like living in a lower energy and then, well, awakening. And listen, it's through your own power, and through their power. You know, this is creating, but with and then you put the Hangman in reverse next to it. Wow. And by the way, I feel with the Hangman in reverse, whatever was blocking this part of your life, this you know, this awakening in that, you've gained a lot of wisdom from it. So it wasn't just like, what a bad time in my life. Yeah, hard time. Maybe, you know, we rename it that. It was a hard time, but a time you got through. And You absolutely gained, you're, it's like, what it's reminding me of is like if you join the army and how they strip you down, right? Only to build you back up. I mean, they do build you up in their image, so to speak, but anyway, I don't know, I went off topic. I feel like part of that wisdom is really now being able to, it's funny, we're jumping forward already, but it's just how your cards want to be read. But you have the energy, be supportive. And when I first looked at this card, to me, and this is what I felt, like this is the energy I feel within me, I felt like she came up on him, unbeknownst to him that she was going to do this, and just, draped her body there, and he just kind of melts into it, can't help it. And it's that overwhelming feeling of love. That. And I want to say, if this is two people coming back together, I feel like you may not have had that feeling intense like it's going to be. Let's just say that it's going to be. And there's a reason for that. I feel like, you may have felt like a knowing and all that, but this is different. I don't know how to explain it. It's different. It's energy. And it's just the melting into one person. Whether they like it or not, right? Whether you like it or not. It's almost like tag. Don't let me touch you. Once I touch you, you're going to fall in love. Well, you have the Two of Cups right beside it. And, it's that feeling of, I guess, head over heels. It's number 45, which is a 9. And, 9 is about a journey, right? A journey that I've been on. And I look as a 9 as the collective wisdom I've gained, the stability I've gained, even the finances, But it's time for a new chapter, right? It's time for, it's like graduating. I graduate high school, but now it's time for me to go to college. And everything that comes with that. The freedom, and that's what I feel like. Even in the middle, it says embrace your emotions. It is number 18, which is a 9. And I feel as what it's asking for in current energy is allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to cry. Don't hold it back. I mean, there's times I just cry. And, I don't even know why, but I know it's my body needs an emotional release. So don't hold it back. It is very, very cleansing. I don't know why. I feel like it's important for someone to hear that. I don't know. I don't look at that as a sign of strength. Right? Because you need to honor what your body's feeling. And I feel like this is also talking about the end of the emotional draining kind of journey. And knowing that you have the ability to be able to let that go, and even with be supportive above that, you know, taking my wisdom and then somehow using it, helping another in some way. It's usually in like understanding. Okay, let's get the last two cards. Wow, I didn't even know I didn't have them yet. The reading is just pulling me right in. I feel like somebody needs to, I don't know, I feel like maybe you need to get away. You know, like you need to get out of the house. Maybe you need to get out of the house from your kids for a little bit. Or there's just drama around you. But I feel like you don't drink. So you don't really want to go to a bar. I feel like you're thinking, there's, you know, where can I go? Where can I go? Maybe you don't have money. And I feel like the library. You know, you go grab a book, grab a big comfy couch, and allow yourself to be taken away by the book. So that's what I feel like. That's what'll happen. And I don't know. I feel like you never know what can happen at the library. I don't know. 17, 18, 19. Yeah, you never know what can happen in the library. It's actually showing that you could possibly had a new beginning. Wow. You know, especially if you're in college. I guess any type of schooling on top of that. I find that this card popped out just for that. To talk about those at the library. And, you know, if you're in college, get to the library. Or, you know, if you just love to read and you really don't know where to go. Listen, you'll meet like-minded people. And I do have the King of Cups down here. He's got his head down. You know, he could be reading a book. Could be. And I really feel like I'm talking to those who are, well, I'm sure I'm talking to more now, but those who, you know, I just feel like there's drama around you. There's something around you. And, you know, it doesn't feel like it's something you can just easily escape, because you do feel that, again, for whatever the reason, it's your burden to carry. And if it's children, I don't mean it as in, oh, my kids are such a burden, but more, you know, financially, and hey, it can be a burden, you know, it can be a burden. Especially if you're struggling financially. And I wish I would have thought of the library when I was younger, you know, because I've been in that energy where, like, everyone's driving you crazy. And you don't have a lot of money, you know, where are you going to go? Okay. Ten of Swords. I feel like, you or someone else. I feel like there is, a spotlight. Someone's got a spotlight. And, how do I want to say this? I'm not sure how I'm feeling this. I don't know if this is in the physical. Because I feel like I am like on the ground, down and out. Spent. Just I can't take anymore, and I feel like it's coming at me. And I'm down and out, and then the spotlight comes, almost like coming out of the dark cloud and seeing me, and it feels like a rescue in a way. At least it's an illumination over, I feel like, what these swords represent. And it kind of feels like, like you were laying on your stomach with these swords in your back, and then you flipped around. And I think what I mean by that is when you were on your stomach and they were in your back, you felt the pain of them, but you didn't have the understanding over them. How'd they get there, right? How do I keep getting these swords? So someone made a conscious effort to turn that around. Maybe it's no longer the why me, and now seeing, well, like I said, there is a lot of wisdom that is gained from where you've been. And it takes a lot to turn the hangman around. So, turning around on your back so you could face it, see it. You can learn about it. Maybe you're writing a book about it. Right? Maybe you're writing about it. Maybe a book, or maybe you're journaling it. And I feel that's a good way to, I don't know, I feel like someone's writing a book. And it's definitely related to your pain, your experiences. Because you see it. That's excellent. I mean, wow. I feel like you're going to be, I feel like the book is meant to be. And, because how I'm looking at it, sort of like, I feel certain people receive epiphanies, but it's almost like an earned epiphany. It's already within you, but it's like released. And that's what I feel like guided to write this book. There's no way you could have wrote that book if you didn't walk those shoes. You just couldn't have. And I feel like you're going to help a lot of people. And you may not believe me whatsoever, but if you have an inkling to write at all, in your spare time, whenever, do it. What's going to happen? Number one, it will help you to face everything and work through it. You have to. Right? You have to have your thoughts in order when you're writing a book. And number two, it just may become your new career. It just might be a bestseller. And it could be the beginning of a whole new thing for you. And listen, I don't feel this is a limited message. I feel like this is, like Spirit wants all of us to know that. And, I'm going to consider it. Chances are it has to do with love. And probably not all of it, but, as soon as I said it, I feel like, yeah, definitely romantic love. But I feel like perhaps even your father's love. And with 10 swords, chances are you're going to start to see the pattern develop. Oh, wow. Now that I can see this, that makes sense why I was this way or accepted this 10 years later, right? I didn't have the awareness of it, but now I do. So you're working through that. But look what awaits. The union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. No wonder I felt that. You know, I should really read my cards. I don't read them until I go to them. But wow, that's exactly what I felt up here. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. I had a hard time explaining it. Union of hearts. Number 28 comes to 10, which is a 1. New beginning, right? New beginning. Going from that 10 of swords. It's definitely talking about a connection that's coming. Again, it could be a connection you've previously had, but it's amplified. Okay, Virgo, I'm doing your reading completely different than anybody else's. I kind of love it. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, number 8. Infinity, as above, so below. Connection. I feel the power of a connection also. And I also feel this is about a connection that's about to come. And, you know, again, it's the journey of how you get there. It just feels like it's going to be quite the story. So, you know, maybe you end up this may be your second book. How the two of you came together. Wow. Whoa, man, I could write that book too. We got to get writing, guys. Because I feel like, you know, I like this purpose of it, I have to be honest, you know, because now we can put it into a creative form. And that's easier than just saying deal with it, right? Now we have an outlet for those who choose. And again, journal. Don't forget about, like, you don't have to turn around and be a writer. But, you know, you could do a play. There's all different kinds of stuff we could do. You know, I guess I'm kind of writing your story here. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Magician. So we have the Magician on both sides. You know, this is kind of showing me that we're creating right now. We're creating right now because it's almost like you're creating here, and then bam, it shows up here. Manifesting. King of Pentacles. This is either your energy or you have another Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn in your life. I have the Magician and the Hierophant, which will be the middle of the spread for each side. And I feel like this is the energy, right? So it's through, just like I said earlier, so somebody has it right. It's through my spirituality. And I feel like saying, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So somebody, because I feel like maybe people will be like, I feel like somebody may do their own cards, their own tarot, and you, for yourself, like a person. And I feel like you're doing it about a relationship, about a certain person, perhaps the King of Pentacles. Though I do have the King of Cups down here too, but don't even worry about that, right? And I feel like what's happening lately is you're getting really good cards. You're getting the regular, like, you got to work through, or, some tough energy, but I feel like you're seeing in your outcome really good cards. So you're looking at it, and I feel like it's happening quite a few times, and you're like, oh, is that real? Is that real, or is that my mind putting it together? So you're questioning it, and you got to stop questioning it, because you're definitely seeing the potential of what I feel is going to manifest. And I just want to say, sometimes I don't like talking about myself, but yet I feel like sometimes I have to, because I know exactly what the energy is. Because before I got back together with my boyfriend, I would do cards, and that's what happened. I kept getting like the most beautiful cards and the most beautiful messages, and I'd be like, "Aw," but then I'd be like, "Wait," and that's what you do. But I have to say, I can remember those readings because they were that beautiful, and at the time I didn't think. Well, I shouldn't say that. I always had a glimmer of hope, and it did manifest almost exactly like it opened, like my cards were saying. But at that moment, you're like, nah. So somebody's out there doing that, and the message is, let the story develop. Let your story develop. And I feel like your cards are telling you a story, like an ongoing story. So make sure you read the whole message. It should pretty much flow, I feel. Okay. We have the Hermit. So somebody's definitely dealing with another earth sign. Could be you, but I feel like someone else. And I don't want to say dealing with, because it's a pleasure, right? Whoa. Beautiful. We have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. And we have the Nine of Cups. Sorry guys, it sounds a little fairy tale-ish, but I feel like saying, and dreams do come true. This is the energy of dreams coming true. This is the energy of using my spirituality, getting comfortable within it, I feel. And listen, it's there for you, right? It's for our advantage. And there's people who live their whole life and don't know how to manifest, or don't have the pleasure of experiencing that type of energy, right? Having that awareness. Good things can happen, but then, hey, I don't know how I got here. Um, 9-9 with the Four of Wands right between it. You know, two independent energies, solo energies, the Hermit, right? This is a time when I'm going in within. This is a time when I am working on myself, my spirituality, my connection to above, my connection to my soul family. You know, I'm going deep, and I'm allowing myself to go deep. I'm allowing myself to embrace my emotions, go through it. So that's the individual journey there. 9 of Cups, this is about manifesting my dreams to me. This is definitely love, harmony, peace, a knowing, right? And what both of them produce, of course, how could they not? How could they not? The Four of Wands. Which is that undeniable connection. I thought I knew love. I didn't have a clue. So, to me this feels like a balance, you know. If the Nine of Pentacles comes out, well, we still have 2 cards, but the Nine of Pentacles comes out, it feels like a perfect balance, you know, of my heart, of my spirituality, learning to really trust within my intuition, my light, right? Attracting the light. This is what we use the light to manifest our dreams. We had the energy all along here, right? What that means to me is, I don't know, get busy, get in the light, right? Get in the light, use your power. That's what it's there for. I feel like it's saying see it, feel it, you know, even if you don't have it, because I don't know, but I feel like if you're at a distance, and listen, I know this relationship's going to build and build and build, right? It's just going to just keep building. And if you're at a distance, right, and we can't just drop everything, when you come together, you know, wow. That's all I got to say. Okay, let's see what other 2 cards we have. Look at this. So, you know, I wanted the 9 of Pentacles, but I'll take the Ace. Moving into the energy of the Chariot. Chariot's a very balanced energy. You know, it's balance of the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. It's working together in harmony. You know, pulling your, like, no, I don't want to say pulling your weight. It is, I don't know. I feel like saying two halves of a whole, but you're a whole on your own. But maybe that's the feeling of it. So, beautiful. Ace of Pentacles, you know, this is about here, your physical world. I also feel this is about physical touch. So, yeah, if you're at a distance, somehow, some way, Yeah, for some of you, you may be away at school, you know. Maybe that's where the distance is. Some of you, you know, you may be, again, you have heavy energy around you, but I do feel you can escape it. And I feel like that's part of what you're meant, like, to get through this time period, because you are moving out of that. No matter what's going on around you, try to keep yourself in the light. And if that means, I don't know, I feel like when you go to the library, you're getting lost in a book. You know, there's a lot of books in your reading here. So, really think about that. Writing a book, and I feel like the magician is saying go. Like, here's your green light. No more yellow. No more slow. Go. And they pretty much laid it out for us. You know, and just the feeling that I'm getting, I would love to read the book. The books. But we could do like a collection. That would be so cool. Anyway. Well, you know, here's the yin and the yang. Here's the two halves of a whole come together, you know, in the physical, in the 3D. And for some of you, you've had a spiritual connection all along. Maybe you weren't sure. Okay. Wow. You know, it's not that often we get to say, hey, it's great to be a Virgo today. You know, because we do take on other people's problems, and, you know, we're thinkers. Come on, we are. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Huh? We have the Five of Wands. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I want to say it's a great, you know, it's a great, I don't know, Virgo. I want to say it's going to be a great year to be a Virgo. And if it's a great year to be a Virgo, that means a lot of people will be happy to be around us, because a happy Virgo, I think, it's the thing of beauty. And, you know, this is when you're open and you give, and I don't know. It's a good year to be a Virgo. Well earned. We have the Eight of Swords. So we have some tough energy coming out of some tough energy. I feel like someone might have pulled out of a competition. I don't know if it's you or it's affected. Oh, wow. We have the Ten of Swords on both sides here. Look at that. She's on her stomach, and he's on his back. And I'm wondering, do I have one person who is having an awakening, and another who is stuck in this energy? I mean, that is being stuck in the Ten of Swords. I'm stuck in the pain of it. The Five of Wands. A lot of mental energy. It's like, we need to go back here again to the outlets. But, you know, this is clearly shown. I don't even know how else to read this right now, other than being stuck in that energy. But I want to remind you, don't get mad. But the Eight of Swords is self-created, usually out of fear, or just not wanting to deal anymore. But if we don't deal with it, especially when you have the 8 and the 10, what comes between that? The 9. And I'm picking that up as if I allow it to go past the 8, I risk coming down with depression. I risk a lot of things. I don't move on. And, you know, with the Magician above that, I feel like this is about... well, I feel like you don't move on until, well, you know, until you look at it. You stay in it. I think it's a must. And no wonder I have this 5 of Wands. I feel like, you know, I feel like this is the energy of like attracting like, except this is, you know, this is anger attracting anger, and, you know, push and shove. It's like the game that can never be won. And I feel like this also will continue, the back and forth, it doesn't feel like I'm living within love here. And it's up to me. You know, it's up to me. Now, I'm saying it, but also with the Magician here, this is universal support. This is the ability to do what you need to do. This is knowing you have the strength. These are all the tools. This is Spirit telling you, reminding you. You know, don't ever think you're stuck for a lifetime, right? Self-created. Afraid to move out of it. I know not everyone can just pick up and move. I know that. But this is saying that, number one, I just feel like nothing will change. And, no, nothing will change if you stay. Even if it's a break. I don't know. Well... you know, this doesn't have to be love. This can be anything in your life. But it is heavy. And it's something that doesn't, you know, that you constantly have to think about, right? Sometimes it's things that people remind us of things we didn't do, like, and we think about that over and over, and it, you know, we got to be careful. I don't know why I'm picking up, like, the Gemini mind, both ruled by Mercury. Okay, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but it's definitely something we want to look at. We want to look at it. And maybe the ticket is, you know, if you're feeling like, how can I ever move out of this energy? Maybe you're the one supposed to write the book. You know, nothing is saying that anything has to take place immediately. There's nothing saying that you have to do anything immediately other than manifesting what you want when you're ready. But there is something that you have to deal with, in your physical world. There's something that you have to deal with to feel free, to take the power back in your life. Because let's face it, this energy of the Ace of Swords, you're not feeling strong, right? And the longer you stay in it, the more fearful it becomes to face everything I keep putting there. Okay. In the bottom of this deck, look at this, with the Page of Pentacles. We have a lot of mirroring energy here. So this is about new discovery. This is about learning new things. This is about income. Sometimes the energy of, being willing to go in as an apprentice. Like the knowledge is your pay, to a point. That could even be talking again about going to the library and studying something. This is how I learned, this is how I really opened up my spirituality. It was at the library. I just remembered that. I mean, I got sent on this path, and next thing I knew, and I hadn't been in a library since I was in school. I was on this path, and I was at the library every other day. And I would grab 3, 4, 5 books. And I really never had time to read. And all of a sudden I found myself with time to read. Well, I just moved. Well, I won't get to the whole story. Anyway, it was the beginning of everything that I do today. So, wow. And all I did was allow myself to follow my intuition. I knew that there was something within me that had this thirst, and I wanted everyone's opinion. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I read so many books, because I do the same topic but get different authors, and then I could put all their opinions together to come up with what I felt was the most reasonable or whatever. Anyway, we'll get off that. Okay, let's bring the Cosmic Tarot out. We're going to use these as clarifiers. I'm going to put the computer back just a little bit so you can see all the cards. There you go. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. We're going to go a little deeper into the Ten of Swords, King of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. I don't think we need to go much deeper, though. So we'll take a card or two. I feel like we already know. And I don't want to rehash it for you. Seven of Swords. I feel like someone feels like my life, like someone stole my life. And I should say, like, someone stole my soul, or my soul, left my body. And I feel like, it's calling back your soul. Wow. It's like your soul is fragmented, and I don't know, was traveling outside your body. But there's a reason. I feel like I don't know if it was, you experienced something traumatic, and Maybe you thought you dealt with it, but you didn't. Maybe you didn't embrace your emotions. But anyway, I feel like you're calling your soul back. If anyone knows exactly what I'm talking, because I feel like somebody could explain that to us better than I can. I don't know why. Well, because I have a very smart audience. Anyway. It's just calling your soul back. Especially if this energy was traumatic. You know, and that will be different for everyone, right? Each person's pain is their pain. Okay, let's move over to here, which is equally tough energy. Temperance, beautiful. Card of Sagittarius. This is about divine intervening, so to speak. This is about, I don't know, it's like, I feel like new blossoms, new days, brighter days. This is it feels like a change in energy, personal energy. And I just want to say, you know, I think of the fire and the water, but I feel like to those who I said earlier about calling your soul back, I feel like that's exactly what this is. I feel there's healing. Healing is taking place over, again, what can be different levels of what feels like tragedy. You know, I'm saying tragedy, but something very, very difficult, and something that doesn't easily leave the mind. This almost feels like the sun energy to me. I want to take one more. You know, and looking down at the Ten of Swords and like pouring. I just noticed, no, I know I put her there, but I don't think anything is accident. It's like she's pouring her water down, you know, especially on the Five of Swords, which is red and kind of angry. She's putting out the fire. Yeah, I'm noticing she doesn't have a top on. And I feel like this is about, you know, again, moving, you know, flipping from your stomach over to your back. Because I feel like this is, you know, I have awareness here, and I gotta realize that my pain, it's a beautiful part of me. You know, it's like I gotta pull the pain into the light. And then it becomes beauty. Okay. I think that's all she wanted to say. Okay, let's move more into the current energy. So we're going to start with the Seven of Wands, High Priestess, and the Ten of Wands. I also want to say, if you're in a place where the weather is half decent, well, even if you're not, like if you ski or something, I feel like get outside for a little bit. It's probably talking to me too. because I definitely feel like I need that, and I feel like many of us do. You know, 10 minutes. Better if you can spend the day, but depending where you live. Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that, the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. Well, simply put, this is someone praying, manifesting, you know, wanting to manifest, wanting to move from independent to coupled. This tells me there's been a time period, you know, but Nine of Pentacles, that's a time when someone's building up their wealth. This could certainly be, because I kind of feel like the person over here and then you over here. Now I know some of you are going to be over here, but I feel like more are over here, and this is what's coming or happening. But this is, you know, simply put, this is wanting to bring something together, and I feel like, you know, I feel like this is about your, again, your intuition. Well, how do I want to say this? This is about just real quick, I do feel like someone, I feel like you either have your eye on someone or someone has their eye on you, and I feel like through the family, that's a problem. Not for you and not for them, but for the family. And that tells me that there is some type of difference, tradition. And, you know, I feel like they're voicing their opinion. Or this is what you grew up with, like, what do I want to say? You know, like you're Catholic, and you grew up being told, you know, you better make sure you marry a Catholic. Don't marry outside our faith, that type of thing. And so it was been built into you, but then you fall in love with someone who's Jewish, right? And then the Jewish feeling feels the same way about you. Keep going. You know what I mean? It's like the family will fall in love with each of you. It'll be okay. But I do feel like there's someone who, I feel like you're running away to get married. You're eloping. You're not telling your family, or this is what's coming. But you're not telling anyone. Sorry if I let the secret out. Like, I hope there's not, like, a mother-daughter or something who watches. Oh my god. Anyway, you know, I do it. Follow your heart. Okay, follow your heart. Because I feel like it's one of those things where they're, again, like there's two Italians, right? I don't know if that was in this reading I said that. Like I had two Italians, you know, screaming at each other louder. One's louder and the other one's louder. And nobody's hearing anyone. And I feel like that's the family. Anyway. I also feel like saying don't worry about the distance, and like don't try to get that out of your head, because I feel like, again, like universal support is behind you. And it's funny because for some of you I feel like obstacle after obstacle. However, it's through those obstacles that you built something up, either financially, career-wise. You have money now to do what you want to do. Or you're building up your confidence to get ready to do what you want to do. I definitely feel like some of you, there's someone out there who's running away to get married, and it feels so romantic, to be honest. And I feel like the family everyone will come together in time. In time. That's the ticket. Okay. Yeah, I have three very strong men, like, before me. And I just kind of feel like they're each representing a character within a mate. And I feel like I have strength. Stability, passion. I feel like this King of Pentacles is coming to the table. He's ready to come to the table, whether that be you or someone else, like, ready to come to the table and be the person I need to be. Well, hello, lover. Card of Gemini. So, you have Gemini and Virgo, both mutable, both, energy of needing to just kind of go with the flow. That's what suits you best, right? The Lovers. Again, card of Gemini. Card of a decision. Again, I feel Earth in there. I don't know why, but I feel like they're kind of like, right now, they're in the Magician's thoughts. It's like, like they're a bubble thought of what he's manifesting, what you're manifesting, what the other one's manifesting, right? But it's letting us know the energy, the type of connection. Even if you just want to manifest love, I feel like some of you are like, I know how I want it to feel. However, as soon as I said that, I'm thinking, I gotta let go of that. I gotta let go of the expectations of it. And however it'll be, it will be, but it feels like it's going to be magnificent. Okay? Just let go of the idea of how anything should show up to you. I feel like this is saying that. But yet, again, it's like, allow the universe to put the exclamation point on it. Because we don't want to put a limit on it. And I feel like, again, the potential of this energy, the energy when you come together, and how you come together, right? This is after the journey of the Hermit. The Nine of Cups is about self-fulfillment, self-love. So then I can go into the Ten of Cups. With someone I have a connection with that it just is it is not like any other. It just isn't. And I feel like that's what you tell people, like, I don't know what to tell you other than it's like nothing I've ever experienced. And I want to say, hang on to your hat. And it came out on such a passionate card, the Knight of Wands. Well, hello, Destiny. New energy. You know, I'm sorry, that's Destiny. You know, and I know some people think I give the gushiest love readings. I'm just reading what's here. Right? It's yours. Different versions for different people, but the potential. The potential. How are you going to get the greatest potential? Go through the Hermit. Don't rush to get to the Ten of Cups. Go through this Nine of Cups. Know who you are. You have to face something. And I feel like by facing it, you know, I just feel like, how do I want to say this? Like you've had this thirst, right? And I can't quench my thirst until I deal with this. So I always have this thirst. But then you deal with it, and it's like you get to drink from the fountain, and it fills you up. It rehydrates you, and it gives you life. It's like the fountain of life. I know. What can I say? Wow. Start having some good cries. You know, if someone is holding it back, I feel like part of the energy is let it out so you can let it go. And I don't know, I guess for the month of January it's through our tears, but it's very cleansing and energizing. Wow. You know, it's like the tears of life. Okay. I want to stay on this side for a minute because it's really opening up. Well, hello, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles coming over the Hermit. So, some of you, you know, again, it's Virgo and Virgo. Yeah, I have Virgo energy there too. I have the Three Swords. I have the Five of Wands, which we have down here. And I have the Princess of Cups. I feel like this is definitely healing over, prior action, prior heartache. But I feel this is about, well, I felt like we had a card of forgiveness, but we don't. I thought one of your cards said forgiveness. So maybe I'm just thinking that. Because that's what I feel here. Like we are, especially with the Hermit, and attached directly to your energy. There's a healing, but I feel like more there's an awareness. Well, there's a healing, don't get me wrong, but I feel like with that, I know that this pain was from down here. And the message was loud and clear down here. We need to look at it. And that's how we're going to move out of it. And I feel like this is the forgiveness over. For some, it's on both sides. Because listen, this is tremendous energy coming together. So, I kind of feel like, especially with the Five of Wands here, the energy of holding a mirror up to each other. So, what that means when you have a difficult relationship, if it's, let's say, soulmate, destiny, that type of energy, many times the conflict is because we're seeing ourselves and they're seeing themselves, and I don't like what I see and they don't like what they see, and, until we recognize, baby, we're looking at ourselves. We're looking at ourselves. And we need to be aware of that so we can see that and move past it. With the Princess of Cups here, I feel that's absolutely what happens. I feel a pure offer. I feel pure also with the Four of Wands. Like all this energy, I trust it. The Chariot doesn't come in unless there's true balance. The Chariot doesn't come in regarding love. It doesn't come in for everyone, right? It doesn't come in every circumstance. This is about it coming into your physical world. For some of you, it's been in the telepathic, and when you're sleeping and astral traveling, that type of thing. This is about coming together in the 3D. And I've never seen anything that's more meant to be. And the path that got you here, I don't know why, but it is standing out to me like this 9 and the 9 and purpose behind the 9. And it even feels like support, like big strong bookends that support this Four of Wands for you. It feels like, I don't want to say guaranteed, I just said it, but maybe it's a blessing, but at the same time it's rightfully yours. This isn't a hocus pocus kind of thing. It's rightfully yours. And it's like it always was, it always will be. It was the journey to it, right? That's what it is. I feel like the wheel is like finally learning the combination. Finally being able to open up the safe. The Akashic Records. The energy of really being able to feel that I'm in the right place. I'm right where I'm meant to be. No matter where I'm at. And even the energy of learning to really feel grateful for, no matter what energy I'm in, there's something I can find, right? My life. The air I breathe. For some, it's our health. I don't know. And you know, it's feeling more blessed. You know, it's funny because I want to say all of this, all the heartache, not for everyone, was about the mirror. The mirror we hold up to each other. I didn't know. I didn't know I was looking at myself. I didn't want to know. And they didn't want to know. But the beauty now that you recognize it, and then you can heal it. You know, the 5 and the 3 together. That's an 8. Could have been painful, but it's all connected. It's all connected. I often feel the Princess of Cups receives a it's kind of like unexpected. Well, wow. It's kind of what I felt here. And I feel like the moment they touched, it did not matter what has happened in the past. But they didn't come to the table like that. They may have come to the table with at least him like hanging on to stuff, but it didn't matter. I feel like when they touch, that moment, the energy just feels so strong that, and listen, when it falls away, there's no need to pick it back up. Why would you? You won't. You won't. Okay, let's do, oh, we need to do that side. Wow. So we have the 2 cups, the Magician, and the Awakened Hangman, the Awakened Virgo, the Awakened Lover. You know, let's face it, both having awakenings. You know, and I just want to take one step back for a second because I also want to talk about, just real quick, you know, this energy down here, it's not for love for everyone, but I feel like the message is about how we get out of it, right? Flip it around. Look at it instead of just feeling it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I feel like I'm seeing increased stability within your reading. And I'm also seeing finances, right? Improving from where we began. Because we almost like began in the beginning, so to speak. And where we're moving to. And the ticket is clarity of mind and following our dreams. Finding a connection to something within our 3D world that fills our spirit. For some of you, it's writing a book, writing a song, producing a play, directly connected to your path. So I just wanted to remind you that. And it can be both. I mean, you could be doing the book and going through this love. Because I do have the Page of Pentacles on both sides. And I just realized I have the Magician on both sides. I have the Ten of Swords on both sides. Oh, just had a peek at the King of Pentacles again. Look at this. We have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles again. and the Princess of Pentacles. You know, I feel for some of you who have someone coming back. I feel that energy because I feel like two younger energies, and now, you know, now we're at the Queen and the King status. And I think that relates not just to age, but also wisdom, the overcoming, the ability to overcome and be that queen or king status, or both, right? Take on both energies. I feel like this is about you making a choice. You know, whether it's making a choice in love, it's you know, it does have the Seven of Cups there, but it's a choice about your material world, your 3D world. You know, something that's going to affect your 3D world. And for some of you, it may be, you know, like, I have too many choices. I don't know. I can't make a decision. I can't make a decision. But I feel like this is talking about, you know, yes, you can. And this may be a time you want to use your heart, but there's also a call to use your logical mind, right? We're far from the overthinking status, so it's like, you know, what comes to your mind, and you have surety in that, don't second guess it. You know, because at this point, it feels like for all of us, we are walking into a destined time, an uplifting time, definitely a time of abundance. It's like the purging has happened, is about to end, right? We have to be proactive in that. You know, and I don't know. Synchronicities. You know, it's like you have two aces of pentacles bookending the wheel. This tells me that the energy coming is, you know, you're going to feel it physically. This is not about, you know, our spirituality and that type of story. This is about the physical connection. Okay, guys, let's do... Oh, did I... I'm like, did I take cards over there? But I must have. Well, you know how we had the Ten of Wands over here. And feeling purpose in that, right? And you knowing that too. Knowing that you have to complete something, right? So I can't just jump out of it. There's something I need to complete before that I can move on. Here it is again, and it's showing us with the princess that you get over this. You move beyond this, right? This is about a new time, a new beginning. Passion though, fire. You or them, or both. It's showing us the growth instantly. Maybe it came through a choice, I don't know. But with the Hangman in reverse there, it's just an awareness over it. And then the moving on, Seven of Wands. Wow. So it's like these cards repeat themselves. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands. We had the High Priestess, right? In between. It's like the battle before was through the High Priestess. But now it is, so it's showing me the overcoming through your actions, through their actions, whoever this is. Directly related to action and energy. Okay, let's do one more time, and I'm going to look, I don't know if I looked at the Two of Cups, but I have a lot of cards. That's what happens when I get lost in a reading. When I go back to order, I have to find my place. So I'm going to, whether I did or not, we're going to do it again. We're going to look at the Two Cups. Whoop. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. I mean, come on, Virgo. I can't make this up, right? And, you know, some of it I know is true because I'm living it. I've lived it. I know, you know, I have many subscribers who are living it. And it's almost like, for those maybe already in it, the next level. But this is real hope. This is a real promise of what's to come. The High Priestess. And the Six of Swords. And I want to say the first thing I feel with the Six of Swords is your ability to get out of your head and to move beyond it. And both sides, by the way. 6, you know, 3, 3. This is awareness also. And this helps us move, right? The third eye. I feel like that represents, it's a path, you know, the path I've walked. Difficult, not difficult, feeling, now knowing. It's more of a knowing. It's part of my soul's journey. It's, you know, these experiences are exactly the experiences I will take with me when I move on from Earth. And it's the experiences that others will eagerly wait to hear about. Because where we feel the pain, you know, I just feel like to like the other angels and, you know, our soul family has gone before us. To them, it's like a good book. So it's like we're writing our book and we take our book with us. And they can't wait to get their hands on it. But the pain of it is removed. Wow, I hope you understand what I'm saying, because it just feels, it feels beautiful and it puts things in perspective. Ten of Cups on a Two of Cups. You know, the High Priestess is involved here. This is an inner knowing and inner trusting. And listen, sometimes it doesn't matter what other people are saying, right? Because some of you have a difference that, well, the people around you have to deal with. I feel like you just go live. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I felt this was quite the beautiful reading. And, you know, I hope you allow yourself to feel energy, because I feel like some of you are able to pick up and feel the energy I'm feeling, right? Experience it yourself. But you have to, like, you really have to let go of control and just allow it. And I hope some of you do that. I don't know. Goosebumps. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for a beautiful 2018. You know I love you, right? You know how much I love you. You guys are just, you know, and Virgos, you're usually like, you know, one of my top watchers. And I love that because, you know, because I'm Virgo. But anyway, I just want to thank you. It's like I have to get my energy back down from the reading. I want to thank you for your donations. I want to thank you for your support, your love, helping me through a difficult year. You're the only sign I said that with, but I guess I really trust you with that. But you really did. You helped me pull through some very difficult energy in 2018. And you kept me going. Because I don't know. Well, you kept me going. And I thank you. I'm so grateful for you. I love you guys so much. You know, 2019. 2018 was a lot of purging. 2019, I feel like live life. Live life like you're dying. Because you are, in a way. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.